Hello. I'm going to record something a bit different. I found this website a while ago when I was streaming, and I quite liked it, but I don't really stream anymore. So, I wasn't really exporting videos to YouTube then. So, I wanted to have a quick look at this website, and no other, variant player seems to have made any streams or videos on it. So essentially what we're dealing with is it's a large board variant, and there are four subvariants of it. But if you've been on my YouTube channel at all, you'll know like the pieces. The pieces are sort of redesigned, but the movements are the same. So we've got the knight bishop, and then we've got the knight rook. Different names: princess, fortress. Okay, makes sense. Um, And it's definitely Omega inspired, right? If you saw my Omega video, like the four corner squares, except it's 9 by 9, it's not 10 by 10. Um, and that's essentially it. Well, actually, so there are four different like subvariants, right? So, Celtic Citadel is like this one is your knight bishop, right? This one's so there's two knight rooks, and this makes the variant a little bit weird. Why? Well, because if you think about the values of most chess games, it's like a pyramid, and you have a bunch of pawns that are one, some threes, two fives, and your nine, right? Well, here you have all of that except you've got this, which is like a seven, and two pieces which are worth like eight. So, bit weird there. And then also, it's 9 by 9, so the board is asymmetrical in some way, right? Because you have a queen here, but you have the knight bishop here, the princess. And then the pawns move two here. It's not like Omega. Pawns move two. So the pawns don't touch. King pawn two, the pawns are not touching. Okay. And then this is just standard chess. Apart from that. En passant, 50 move rule, yada yada yada. Okay. So this subvariant, Persian princess. Okay, well there's a weird square. And then there's this kind of pointless rule, actually, where, like, okay, you start out with two dark square bishops, and then you can kind of switch these two, the rendezvous, I guess, that's how you pronounce it. And so weird pointless rule here, okay. Unless for some reason you want two dark square bishops, but why the hell would you? That's kind of a beef I have with this. So this is a fair and balanced review. I like this in a lot of ways, but then there are some things that just kind of drive me a bit nuts. Okay. Center square. Only pawns and princesses are allowed to move to the center square. So, okay. Whereas before I complained that, okay, the usual pyramid structure of the values has been disrupted. Here, arguably, the princess, has like some privilege in that she is the only piece able, so you can get a knight bishop here. Okay, so jumping around a bit here, but the rendezvous, okay. The difference between rendezvous and castle is that the player is allowed to rendezvous even if princess and bishop are moved, or by any of the dark square bishops. They just need, but like, why would I move this around, put it back, and then flip them? Like, if I move them around, I can never count on getting them back, right? So just like this idea of, any intelligent player is just going to do this right away. Like, it's just a free move. It's so interesting idea, not well executed, I don't think. Okay, now this one is the most interesting, maybe. Egyptian Eye, right? So, this I. The king cannot go on any of these squares. No, neither king, right? This attacks every king. Now, it never moves, it never captures anything. But it restricts the kings. So, okay. So, like, if you look at this, for instance, this diagram, if it's black to move queen in the corner, J2 is checkmate because the Egyptian knight defends it. So, weird. Interesting. And then there's like this kind of Omega inspired one where you have two dark square bishops and you're supposed to have the weird rendezvous rule, but you don't. So that's really frustrating. And then the wizards, the champions are the same as Omega. So this, it moves either one orthogonally and then jumps two, but also two diagonally. So anyway, like this. The wizard, like this. So not like the Omega wizard. And it's 9 by 9, so you sort of makes some sense. So that's it. So I guess maybe we'll just play a few games, and there's only one. There's a cool little piano jingle.
Game is drawn.
Oh, I just escaped.
It was a good game. Thank you.
Wow, that's really loud. This was just the standard one. Can I scroll through this? No, it just takes the moves back, so you can watch this in reverse. But we had a pretty interesting endgame with the wizard here, where I was able to hold this 2 pawns down. But okay, whatever. We can't look at it properly. So all right, maybe we can get what kind of me. I don't me. How about this one? I'll stick with this. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I guess I can make it harder, but I want this to be watchable. Okay. All right, we'll just do this one. Hopefully that's not too loud. Hang on. I like that. That's pretty cool. I wanted to do something like that for Pi Chess, but Pi Chess is not really like, I don't know. Okay, so I guess like the flow of this is a little bit weird. Okay, so it's developed a princess, so like this. This is on the card, so maybe I'll just develop. Maybe I'll play h4. I mean, it feels like h4. The rook pawn. Knight move. So this is a knight bishop, and like subconsciously it's hard. I think the first time I tried to play this, I just assumed it was like a knight queen, which would have made a bit more sense. But okay. I think the engine is like optimal strength. Like I have beaten it a couple of times, but mostly it's just like it'll just outplay me. Okay, I was expecting that. I'm not really saying much. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's a weird game. Hmm. I guess if I get this move in at some point, force everything open. Okay, let's do this. If I can take off the bishop, then I'll get this. Okay. I think this makes sense. This is fixed. I expected this one. Okay, I can't draw arrows on this site, but okay. Let's do this. Alright, we're trading. Okay. So this actually defends me, because I was threatening mate and one. I guess I don't really want to give this up for this. I don't know if I'm confident enough to sack the exchange. We'll just go back. I'm defending here. If takes, take back into check. Let's try and get this in on the action. Bishop defends. Put this here. Stop right clicking. Does nothing. The engine's in check. I think I'm doing okay. I think I've got like a reasonable edge. Okay, so this made us a bit of an awkward move to defend against me. I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna do it. I expect it to trade. Whoa. Oh, I missed this tactical shot. Okay. So I bonded a pawn. So the engine has had an opportunity to move his king, so a lot of this pressure is no longer there. Alright, so this seems resignable now. Like I'm just losing the exchange. The engine is starting to unravel. This is being undermined. Alright, we'll fight to the last. Okay, alright. That's good enough for me. Let's switch the colors. Maybe the pawns dominate a bit too much. So you can't really do anything except like put a bunch of pawns in the center. You know what else sucks? Spotify. Stupid. Yeah, this is happening again. Either me or the engine, just too stubborn. Okay, well this is still defended. Okay, this bishop, I can't move it now. Actually, this is dumb. Just bishop pins knight. Okay. This ain't so bad. Now I'm willing to get a bishop and rook for the... What the fuck? What am I missing? Ah, this isn't a queen. Okay, this is a... So that... Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Play white. Oh, I was supposed to switch them. Okay. I'm too hasty. And I'm just not used to this piece. Like, I'm used to the movement. I'm just not used to the design. Now I don't even have good moves. Let's start with it. I just can't imagine why you would want two dark square bishops and no light square bishop. Like, it's not aesthetic. So, like, you know, if you're familiar with the things I tend to say, it's like, okay, so we've got like the basic deal of chess preserved, but then this is like, why is it like that? You know, the knight and bishop are like divorced here, weirdly. Okay, I don't know how good this is. So if I just trade this off, and I'll probably, you know, make a lot fewer stupid mistakes. Just can't see this stuff when the piece is designed like this. Like, I don't know why it's not just, you know, the usual design. You know, just the knighted bishop. Okay, alright. Enough of that. Let's do the Omega one. Actually, no, we'll just go like this. Okay, Egyptian Again, like, why is this a thing? This doesn't... I guess, like, the kind of every opening feels like a King's Indian. It's like a pseudo King's Indian every time. Okay, I need to pay more attention to what's going on with this piece. It's threatening e4, so I'm going to defend. Okay, I think now I'm tempted to do this, except it's a blunder. But like that just doesn't feel like a knight. So it's alright. I need to stop maybe making the same complaints and make different complaints. Can I get away with this? I'm doing it. When I did my first stream with this, like I actually played a really nice like sacrificial game, which has never happened since. And that stream is long lost because Twitch sucks. Okay, this was not the most fruitful. Maybe okay, this is a blunder. This is probably yeah, because then he's that's just bad. All right, we'll go back. We'll admit that we were wrong. This is actually not defended because this doesn't defend it. Okay, so we spent a pawn move. Okay, let's go back. So actually this pawn is pinned, so that was the only way. Well, I guess I could have gone here. Let's try and do something about this. Bit of prophylaxis there. I can't play this natural move because of the eye. So I guess like an interesting thing, I was actually having a conversation with Aquawezen about variants, and I said, did you see my idea of flexible castling in response to Kramnik's idea of no castling? I said that he didn't think it would make much of a difference, and I think that whenever you think that, you lose. And if your opponent is paying more attention to detail than you, so so this is actually being threatened, and that's really bad. So I could. This is awfully passive. This, I'm sure that there's a breakthrough sacrifice. This actually might be the move. Try and trade off the active piece. There's no pre-move. Excuse me. Yeah, there's no pre-moves on this side, but I'm just so used to chess. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, the engines want to. Takes. Annoyingly, this will cover this square. Now, can I like reverse engineer this first? But he's not forced to take, and this isn't actually threatening anything. And actually, even if he did take, it wouldn't be any good. Okay. Actually, my position. This really sucks. This is really bad. Let's try and pin this. Yeah, I can take this, and I kind of have to, but it's bad. Because I think that I'm just losing too much material. Sounds really lame, but like I was a bit more inspired by this game when I first saw it. It's like, oh, big board variant, great. Now and then I did actually come out with a nice win over the engine, cool sacrificial win. I'm gonna resign this one, and then we'll do the Omega one. So sort of annoyingly, we have two dark square bishops. So the only way that I can really make this playable for myself is to trade one of them off immediately. But that might not be possible. Try and get some control of the center more than I'm doing. Okay, it seems maybe roughly equal. Oh, that's not even legal. Okay. So I guess I have to do this. This is a thing. Actually, that's not. Maybe it is actually. Takes. I have to go here. It's a bit of a pain. I'm losing something. Maybe this is the way to do it. Allow the capture and then take. And then I'm still threatening either the champion or the wizard. Oh. Alright. We'll just keep bludgeoning each other. Wow. This engine is definitely tough. I've got to be on my A game, which I'm not. So, and that's mate. Just mate. Well, it's not mate, but it's just like a lost too much material. Let's try one more, and then I'll just end the video. A3. Okay. So yeah, I mean, obviously, there's no. I didn't mention this, but there's no way to play against a human except you can put it on no engine and like exchange moves with a friend, I guess. Which I actually have done in the past and lost. Um, I'll post this in the description of the video. Why do I have two dark square bishops? It's pissing me off. See, in regular Omega, the pawns just go 3. But okay, 9 by 9. It's kind of its own thing. I mean, the interface is at least like kind of clean. The cool thing about this actually is that like it will save a game against the AI, so you don't have to finish it all in one sitting. I guess also like there's no. Maybe this is part of the design, but you just don't have open games. You don't have it's like all these like Benoni King's Indian feeling seeming structures, which gets a bit samey. Maybe that's what the designer wanted. Maybe that's what he was going for. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely a labor of love. I just make videos complaining about people's variants and never make my own. Alright, let's get rid of these bishops. Okay, I think the engine agrees with me. The engine's like, yeah, dude. You were right about the dark square bishop thing. It's bad. Yeah. Okay, I blundered a pawn. Okay. I guess I've done a lot of complaining and not having much positive to say here, but I do like this. I'd like to see maybe not any of these variants in particular, but like he's definitely onto something. Um, Maybe we could just revisit the about page. Um, so there's this long introduction, of a lot of background, and it's pretty interesting reading. Actually, the author makes an interesting claim that um, he'll make you better at standard chess, which has never really been true for me for any of the variants. Uh, the variants just make me more bored with standard chess. But okay, there's a lot of really good ideas here, and it would be good if he made the website so that humans can play one another without it feeling like you're playing a correspondence game via telegrams in the 1800s or something. Um, I would much rather play this than standard chess. Uh, a lot of creativity has gone into this. So yeah, sorry I sucked against the engine. I didn't even win one game, did I? Nope. So okay, that was kind of lame. But here it is as a reference for anyone. Definitely try this. I'll post this in the chat. So thanks for watching.